Hi everybody, it's Sam over here at Nova, and today we have this Moto Guzzi, Moto Guzzi, Moto Guzzi. We got a little bit of flack last time how we pronounced it, but I speak Italian, I'm from Italy, so I don't want anybody in the comments saying that I pronounced it incorrectly because I want to say that I think I know what I'm doing. This bike here is very cool. I'm very attached to it because this bike is a model that was only sold in Italy. This bike, we had a customer who is out in New York. He had this and a Lemans III. This is a 1984 V35, and the Lemans is an 84. And this bike and the Lemans were his father's bikes. He had them imported from Italy, and his father was a Fiat mechanic in Italy, as I found out. And so he was a little bit of a wrencher, and he really was fond of this bike and the Le Mans. And this bike was over at a shop in New York, and they just couldn't figure it out. We found that it had a bad coil, and we did some digging, and it turns out this bike at the time, Moto Guzzi did a deal with the company Denso and Motoplat for their ignition parts, and this is the Denso Motoplat model. So half of the ignition components are Denso, and then the other half are Motoplat, and it's got a Lucas starter. So a bunch of different companies had their pieces on this bike used, and the coil, the Denso coil tested fine, the Motoplat coil died. So we know which one is better out of the two now. So we threw some new coils on it, and it runs great. It had a service done, fluids checked. This is a 350. It's got about 30 horsepower ish, depending on who you want to listen to. And it's got the link brake systems that Moto Guzzi is well known for. So this rear brake functions the rear brake and the left front brake, which is really cool or not cool, depending on who you ask. And this is a really awesome little bike. It's not got a ton of power, but for the size and for the style of bike, it's like a more new Honda 350, Honda 400, and it's got the V-twin still. It's got almost 11-to-1 compression. It's just a really neat little bike, and you don't see a lot of these because they only sold them in Italy. So it's a fun thing that we get to work on around here, and pretty soon this will be going back to New York to its owner. Like and subscribe.